Hi everybody, it's Bill with Orange County Beekeeping Supplies in Fullerton, California. Let's go through and I'll show you how I light my smoker. I usually have 2 or 3 kinds of combustible materials on hand. I prefer a torch lighter for quicker lighting times. And starting from the top, we have burlap, straw, and wood pellets. I like to begin loading the smoker with straw. Straw is highly combustible and gets the flame going rather quickly. To get it going quick, I like to use the torch and get some air into the chamber for some steady combustion. This will get the fire good and hot quickly. A couple of safety reminders. Do not burn yourself because it hurts. Do not start a fire outside your smoker. That is a cost factor we do not want to deal with. And pay attention to wind direction. I start with a handful of pellets, adding a handful at a time. 1 handful seems to be about an hour of burn time for me. And those with smaller hands use 2 handfuls per hour. Pump those bellows, keep it going. We want that nice and hot. Remember, if you start this correctly, you don't have to mess with it for quite a while. I like to know my smoker is well lit, strong, and it'll get me through a couple hours worth of work. I usually have a tendency to overload my smoker with more wood chips than I usually use. You guys go ahead and load up your smokers, get them nice and smoky, and then you guys can figure out if you put too much fuel in there, or maybe you didn't put enough fuel in for the desired times you guys like to spend in your hives. It's completely up to you, and it's a learning process. The funny thing, we rarely use our smoker when working with our bees. When they're up on the frames and they're looking at us, I'll give them a gentle puff, turn them around, and make them concentrate on something besides me. So go ahead and load it up, guys, so you guys can practice using, lighting, and having fun with your bees. The next and final step is I use a piece of burlap. It works for a couple of things. 1, it works as a spark arrestor. And number 2, it works as a block. So if you tip your smoker up, all the pellets don't run into your hive and ignite all the beeswax. The third reason I like the burlap is because it carbonizes and then it becomes the smoker starter next time. Thumbs up and go play with your bees. The end.